Okay, still on beam draw. Okay, so where do we stop? When I enter 5, that, when I enter 0, that, and so on. But look at something, notice something here. Okay, if I enter 8, are you seeing what is happening? We don't want that. We don't want the line to come more this way than it should go this way. Okay, we like it always to be centralized, right? So what do we have to do for that? We have to make sure that each time we are entering a new value, okay, we still maintain the same borders at the end. It means from here to here should be 4, and from there to there should be 4. And how do we do that? We simply set the x limit properties. Okay, we increase we increase or decrease, right, the x limit properties of our figure. So this is where the line is changing. You remember? Okay, this is where the line is changing. So what do we have to do there? Our axis is what? Is at 2D, right? So we need to set the at 2D x-lim property to the -4 that we had, okay, to the new value that we have plus 4. We say we're taking 4 from one side to the other, okay? So that always has to be respected. So let's run that. So you see I have 3. Now when I have 5, I saying it's still centralized. When I have 8, it's still centralized. 10, it will still be centralized. And 15, it will still be centralized. Okay? So that makes it more beautiful. Now there is an issue here, okay? There will be other options like geometry, there will be support and all the like, and all of those options will have to appear on this side here. Okay, but there are moments also where I will not want to see anything on this side here, not necessarily. Okay, so what we will do is that each time we will click on beam here, okay, this is what will occur here. But how do we then, oh, what has just happened there? Did you see that? Okay, we'll change that just now. Oh, good, we saw that now. So that when I clicked on beam, something happened. Let me try and edit here to 5. You see what I mean? Wow, are you seeing that? Okay, we will solve that particular issue. So I wonder when each time we click on escape, okay, when we press our key, keyboard on the button escape or a sharp in French, these options or these menus here should disappear. They should close automatically. Okay, we should not have a close button here or whatsoever. But all the options that are seen here should close automatically when we click escape. Okay, so how will I do that? I think we should first of all solve this issue. Okay, let's solve it right away. Okay, so why will it do something like that? Why will it do something like that? Well, because when we set axis here, you see we have placed a fixed value here of 7. What we should do normally is to put this variable, okay, because this length here, okay, the length here takes on the new length of our line each time, okay, and it should always be updated. So it will be length plus 4, right? Okay, so that's okay. I think that we should not even necessarily put it there, but it's okay. So now let's try. I have my line. Are you seeing what is happening? Okay, I see what is wrong. I see what is wrong. I see what is wrong. So normally we have our length up here, okay, that is initialized to 0. Where is it? Under data. This is it, initialized to 0. So what happens is that when you come and put length element here, okay, what happens? It will be 0 plus 4, okay, so the axis will go from -4 to 4. So what do we have to do here? We simply have to say if, okay, if length element is equal to 0, okay, then we have to put it then we'll say length element is equals to 3. Let's just keep it like that. Control C, Control V, and here end. Okay, so that we can remove this particular one here. Or better still, we can just come and put length element even here. No, but it's okay. It's okay. So equal here is a comparison, okay, and there is no dot here. So if length element is equal to 0, then length element should be equal to 3. A way of saying that if it is different from 0, it will not even pass here. Okay, so now let's try that. Good. So I will have 5, I will have 8. If I click here again, okay, nothing happens. Are you seeing that? So as I was saying, we just like that when we click here, this here should appear. The same way when we click for geometry, what will be concerned with geometry will appear here. When we click for support, what will be concerned with support will appear here. If we don't want anything to appear here, we just need to press the escape button on our keyboard. So that is the next thing we have to program. That when we press escape button, all that is here should disappear. Okay? So how do we have to do that? Well, it means that all that is here, okay, the handle of everything that is here should always be stored in a specific manner, in a particular way. I will always love to give each element here its variable name. Okay, so look at, I have two possibilities. Let's check the time here. Okay, good, I have enough time. So I have two possibilities, and in both possibilities, I am in the obligation of creating a global variable, okay, a variable which will, which all the functions will access. So I will call that global variable secondary win, or let's say secondary window, okay. So we will simply say that all of those elements there are part of the secondary window, okay. That we have a main window, the main window, which is this our window, okay, and all the options that are generated by this button, we'll call them secondary windows, which are these things, okay. So secondary window is what will identify with all of my handles. So it means if I want to delete them, I'll just come and delete what is inside secondary window at that particular time, okay. So for that, what happened? I have two options. I can either enter all of these items here as elements. I can create secondary window as an array and enter all of these items there as elements. It means I will have secondary window here of 1 to be equal to this, okay. Secondary window of 2 will be equal to that. Secondary window of 3. Okay, so that's to be able to make sure that these elements here, okay, remain. I have access to them in every single function I create with no problem, okay. So that will be secondary window. It's set by my user, no problem. Let it be set without being used, sorry. So how do I make sure that when I click on escape, whatsoever appears, whatsoever is there should disappear? Well, I will have to program what the key press function, okay. The key press function, which controls what is the function that will control what will happen, the callback that will control what will happen when I press on a particular key, okay. And I will say I will call this particular one, let's call it SKP, SKP. Okay, I would like to start all my functions with a capital SKP. So it falls under callbacks, right? Okay. So it does not matter, okay? It does not matter the order in which you put these callbacks, but be careful. You see this change length here is not in It's not directly in my parent function. It is a nested function in this other function here, in the draw element function, okay? skp have to be a nested function directly inside my OSA function, okay? So function skp. And the keys that we press on our window generates events, okay? They generate events and not not sources, okay? When we press a particular key, event is created as a structure, okay, that will have 3 different elements. You have the character, you have the key, and you have the modifier, okay? So for more explanations, you can go to the help browser and check the figure properties there. Under the figure property, you have the key press function. When you read there, you better understand what I'm talking about, okay? So, but here we want to say if, okay, if the key that have been pressed, if the character that have been pressed is the escape character, that means if event dot character, okay, or we'll just put it as string compare, because here we're talking of comparing 2 strings. If the key that have been pressed, the character that have been pressed is equal to, or rather is escape, okay, then what should we do? We should delete every secondary widget, okay? Everything that is found on the secondary window should be deleted in that case. Are you seeing that? So I think I'll illustrate the key press function. I'll need to illustrate it. So look at something. Anyway, let's first of all check whether this works, then I will explain. So if I press here, when I press on escape, oh, that does not work. Why does it not work? Let's try key, okay? I think it should be key, escape. Okay, escape. It still does not work. What's happening? Wait a minute, is it what I'm thinking that the problem is? Okay, that's the problem, okay? It means that the figure has to be made current first before, okay, so what we'll do is we'll set instead the window key press function, okay? Oh, our time is long gone here. So let's just say we'll continue from here in the next video, right? Okay.